So hello guys, in today's video I'll share four script with you. So we can use this script day-to-day admin task. So the script is basically used for CPU and memory uses. So basically with the first script we will get the CPU and memory uses like RAM, and for the second script we'll get the available disk space, and with the third script we'll get the list of running services, then how many services are running right now, and with the fourth script we will get the recent event logs. So these four script will help us to manage our day-to-day system monitoring. So let's get started. So first of all, as I said, we will get the CPU uses. So for that I'm just creating a variable here, and to get the CPU uses, first of all we have to use get counter like this. Then we have to define the counter, and the counter is processor total, and then percentage processor time. We have to close this, and then we have to use counter samples is 0 and cooked value. So this is the first line of code to get the CPU uses, and to get the memory uses we will creating another variable like memory uses. And how can we get the memory is like again get counter, and the counter is memory, then committed bytes in use. We have to close this, and we have to use the same thing like counter samples 0 and cooked value. Now we have to display the result here to the console. For that I'm using write host, and display the CPU details. So like I'm just writing CPU uses, and we have to define the variable of CPU uses. Now it's time to display the memory uses as well. So like I'm writing a memory uses, and where is comes from, it comes from the memory uses. So this is the first script. Let me just run and show you the result. So it's working, I think. Okay, yeah, it's working. You can see the CPU uses, but memory uses is not coming. Let me just check the issue with the variable. Okay, here is a spelling mistake. So it's CWCEED. Let me just check it again. So it's again not coming. Let me just check it again. So there was a spelling mistake. So I had just copied the variables from here to here, and now you can see the CPU and the memory uses are displaying on the console. So let me just clean the script and just move to the next script. We will get the available disk space in the next script. So for that, first of all, we have to just create a variable here like disk threshold is 20. Then we have to create another variable for drives like drives, and then we have to use get ps drive, and we have to define the PS provider, and PS provider is file system. Then I'm using for each loop. We have to define drive in drives, and here we have to create another variable for free space, and then we have to define the formula here like math round drive dot free divided by drive dot used. Close this, and we have to define 100 comma 2. We have to close this as well. Now we have to define the right host, and I'm typing the message here like drive dot name. Close this, free space is free space, and we have to use percentage sign here. We have to close this, and I'm using the if statement. So for that I'm using free space disk threshold, and I'm just writing a warning here. So like drive dot name, drive is below disk threshold, percentage free space, and we have to close this, we have to close this, we have to close this. So let me just run and check it again. Maybe we will get some errors, typing errors. So let me just check it again if it is working or not. So just give me a second. I think there is some error, typing error again. So let us just check and run it is working or not. So it is not working. So let me just check what is the problem again. So one bracket is missing. So let us just run and check it again. So we can get the free disk space as well. So it means the script, the second script is also working fine. So if you have any problem with typing the script, you can just type your message in the comment box. I'll share the soft copy as well. So let's move to the second third script. So we will get the running services. So for that I'm just creating a variable here like services, and we have to get the get service and use the pipe sign and where object status equal to is running, because we are getting the running services only. Then I'm using right host. So for that I'm using running services, and we have to get the services here, services, and use the pipe sign, then use format table, and we have to define the property here like we need the name and the display name. So let's check this script as well. So there is a again a typing error. So let me just clean the console and run the script again. So you can see we are getting the running services as well with the third script. Let's move to the fourth script, fourth and last script. So we will check the recent event logs. For that, I'm just creating a variable here like recent logs, and we have to get event log. We have to define the log name. So the log name is system, and entry type is warning, error, newest 10. So again, using the right host, and we have to define the message here like recent warnings and errors, and we have to call the variable, and then again use the format table. Then we have to define the property like time generated, entry type, source, and the message. So this is the fourth script. Let me just run and show you the result if it is working or not. So see, this is working fine. So we can get the recent event logs. I have just changed the number to 10. If you want more, then change this number. Like this number, you can change according to your requirement and you will get the results. So these four scripts, let me just first clean this, and these four scripts are working individually. So let me just run and show you the result again. If we want to run the four script back to back, so you can see the four scripts are running fine. First of all, we will get the details here like CPU uses and memory uses, then we'll get the hard disk free space, then we'll get the running services, and after that in the last we will get the 10 recent event logs from the event logs from the system event logs. So these four scripts we can use every day to manage our day-to-day system admin tasks. And as I said earlier, if you have any difficulty to type these scripts, just comment in the comment box. We'll share the soft copy as well.